Hey everybody. I'm back with the princess. She is asleep. She just got done eating. Kennedy, say hello. Oh, my little munchkin poo. Um, it's just a little Kennedy update. Um, I'm trying to think. Okay, so I have started my weight loss journey. I have not been recording anything on YouTube as of yet. We've been dealing with some issues with Kennedy. I have updated my Instagram only because it's just easier to do so. So if you're still looking for my Instagram, I think I put it in my last video. Hunts Stay Fit, and that's with one S. So anyway, so Kennedy has been going through some little episodes where she has been projectile spitting up. And it's been really bad. The first pediatrician told us that she's just smiling. Oh, that was just a little bit. But, oh my goodness, I done burped you like 10 times, girl. That's the spit up you should be looking for. Where your child is projectile spitting up, and you can always YouTube, because some people have actually videoed their child doing it, which is crazy to me. Because it just makes me want to cry again, because when Kennedy was doing it, oh my God. So, she was going through projectile spitting up, and then, the first pediatrician was just like, oh my God, it's so normal. She'll grow out of it. And I'm like, something in my head just told me that it just was not right. And that was within like maybe 3 to 4 weeks of her life. So we just let it go. Then one day we had to take her to the emergency room for the mucus. I know I explained the mucus in the last video. But at the time she was just spitting up so much, it was just making her really uncomfortable. And we thought maybe they could suction her out or something. But anyway, so I asked the emergency room doctor about it as well. And he said the same thing. He was just like, oh, babies throw up. It's normal. So I'm just like, something in my spirit and my soul was just like, this is just not normal. Not projectile spitting up. If you don't know what that is, it is when your child is spitting up and it comes out like a water hose and it shoots across the room. That's not normal. And it's a lot. My little chunky monkey was able to keep down enough that she was still gaining weight, because my baby likes to eat. So finally she started doing these episodes where she stopped breathing, where she was like catching her breath because the milk was going through her nose. Munchkin poo, what are you over here doing? She is struggling for some reason. What are you doing? What was I saying? So, anyway, she started like gasping for air, trying to catch her breath because milk was coming through her nose. And I was just like, this is not normal. And I've seen that before because my niece had it, and then she ended up getting GERD. Diagnosed with GERD, which is acid reflux, just a fancy way of saying acid reflux. And then one night she was just crying and screaming, and she would not stop. And I was just like, okay, is she gassy? I kept trying to burp her, and there was no more gas left. Like, I tried to massage her stomach, and she was screaming. It was like she was clawing at my chest, like climbing up my chest like a cat would climb up a tree. Like, that's how much pain she was in. But I know it may sound bad, but I had to let her, it was a Sunday night, and I had to let her suffer through it because the emergency room turned me away. The emergency room was just like, when she was doing a projectile spitting up, oh my God, it was normal. Her first pediatrician said the same thing. I ended up switching her pediatrician because that pediatrician I just didn't like her. But so I said, I don't know what's going on, but I need her to see her actual doctor, because sometimes the emergency room doctors are just, they just get you in, get you out, so they can see the next person. So I just massaged her. and gave her some water to settle her stomach. Gave her like an ounce or two of water, which kind of helped, and then she went to sleep. So the next day we took her to her actual pediatrician. Her pediatrician checked her out and did the exam and stuff like that. And I think Kennedy is giving me a package in her diaper. Her doctor said she has acid reflux. She has GERD. We're going to have to put her on Zantac. So I was just like, finally, I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting some answers because I know that projectile spitting up is not normal. And her doctor says some babies will projectile spit up, but it shouldn't be with every feeding and every time she burps, which that's what she was doing. Like, sometimes it just happens because they may get a little full and you burp them and it just kind of comes out. And it really shouldn't spit across the room, but it will be like a forceful spit up. So she said, no, she has GERD. We're going to put her on Zantac. So Kennedy has been on Zantac since Monday. It is Thursday. She's so sleepy. She is so sleepy, but she fights it all the time because this little girl is nosy. She's like, what is going on? Yes, you're nosy, but I love you. Anyways, so that's what I've been dealing with, and it took her a little minute for her stomach to get used to the medicine, because at first it wasn't working. I was just like, oh my God, the Zantac is not working. We need something else. So if your child has acid reflux and they prescribe you medicine, at least give it about a day and a half. That's kind of when I saw Kennedy's improvement. So I gave her medicine. I give her 0.8 milliliters twice a day. I give it to her at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night, and then I'll wait 30 minutes before she eats after I give it to her. The first day, I'm not going to lie, I gave her 0.8, and then a couple hours later, I gave her like I think 0.5 or something like that. That's how much pain she was in. I said, no, we need